Dang it, Bobby.
Thank you for coming, Carmilitta Cashdollz. What's up?
Man, nothing. Just been chilling, really, you know.
Man, how you been, Litta?
I just been really just vibing, just really in my thoughts. Just trying to stay ready from getting ready and just trying to figure out what my next moves are and, you know.
So, let's start off in the beginning. So, Litta, where are you from?
I'm from Lawton, Oklahoma, the north side to be exact. But after, being there for a while, I ended up moving to OKC. And I was out here for a while. So I always have to correct people a lot and let them know, like, I'm from Lawton. I just been here for a minute. But now I'm no longer in OKC. I'm in Nashville, between Nashville and Memphis. So, you know.
So, when you were going to school, did you have any hustles, or how did you start, like, getting into that hustling mindset in school?
I always knew I was gonna be that bitch. I always knew I was a hustler because I remember, when you sell candy bars in school, I would always be the one to win the candy bar contest and stuff like that. So I knew then that I was a hustler. I would sell like candy bars and always win and all that kind of stuff. And then like when I was like maybe like 7, I remember having a lemonade stand. And I used to like sit at the H.C. King Center and with my little table and my lemonade, and I would sell lemonade for like $1. So I been knew I was a hustler. So that's how that all even came about.
So, where you been, Litta? Like, you moved to Memphis recently, or in the last couple of years? Talk about that. Like,
I
what made you
moved.
move?
I've been between Memphis and Nashville, really. I just been ducked off, really just peeping the scene, just trying to figure out how I want to pop back out and stuff like that. I really just been ducked off and really just in my thoughts because, 2023 really had me like fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
So, what's some of your goals being out there in Memphis, like where there's more of a hip hop scene and you're closer to like bigger artists like CMG and Paper Route?
Eventually, I want to build my name and my rep up there like I did in Oklahoma and get connected with the right people. And then once I do that, hope to get in touch with those people and then they see my work and see my, credibility and see what I can do. And hopefully we can make something happen. That's my goals. That's what I want to do. I mean, of course I want to do what I already was doing, but bigger and better and more smarter. I don't feel like I was moving correctly here. I had the wrong people on my team. I had the wrong people in my circle. So that definitely drained me. So that's why y'all haven't seen me. That's why I've been sitting back. That's why I've been, just taking notes and really just trying to look, just trying to peep shit out, trying to figure out how I'm going to come back or whatever.
Do you ever miss Oklahoma?
Sometimes I do. I miss Oklahoma sometimes because I miss going places and they like, hey, there go Carmilitta Cashdollz, or hey, there go that Cashdollz girl, or hey, ain't you that Cashdollz girl? Or, I miss my hookups. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was always getting hooked up with everything. And that sometimes it can be a little bit like, oh, I just want to go back home. But, I've came too far for this. So, I'm made for this. I'm ready.
It's interesting. Can you talk about maybe the mindset some people have in Oklahoma that's holding them back? Or what do you feel like we need to stop doing in Oklahoma to get on a bigger stage in the hip-hop industry here? Like, what were the things you saw?
I feel like they're real simple-minded. I feel like they really don't, they want it, but they really don't want to work for it. You know what I mean? And when I mean you don't want to work for it, I mean, I feel like you should be traveling. You should be opening up for different acts. I feel like you should be contacting radio stations, putting money behind you. And a lot of artists don't want to do that. They just feel like they're going to rap and blow up. I mean, it's possible because people's doing it nowadays. But if you're not really that talented, you're going to have to put some type of something behind you to make it move. I feel like Oklahoma doesn't know how to come together as one. When I was doing it out here, I was wanting to when I was saying Oklahoma versus everybody, I really meant that. I was trying to get Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Lawton, or whatever else, but they wasn't on that. So it kind of was discouraging me from wanting to move forward. But I feel like if they would, come together more on things, we could definitely, go somewhere. But for the most part, I mean, until they change their mindset, I don't see that happening.
Like they gotta think bigger
They got to think bigger,
and less local.
less local, more global. Don't be scared to move around. Don't be scared to get out, ask questions, connect, network. You know what I'm saying? Stop being stingy with the style. With the
Cosigns.
no, just stop being stingy with the like limelight. You know what I'm saying? And understand like, okay, yeah, this is your friend and he's a rapper, but this person also raps over here and he goes way harder than him. So why are you pushing your friend? I mean, I understand it's your friend, but let's push some real talent. You know what I'm saying? People be pushing their friends, and that's why some stuff just don't be happening because they not really pushing the talent out here. I feel like they push popularity, they push they push their friends. I've known, I've been doing a lot of stuff when I was out here, when I was in Oklahoma, and I did a lot of things, and I knew who had the talent and who didn't. I would never say nothing, but for the most part, yeah, you gotta definitely stop thinking simple-minded and thinking everything is gonna happen for you. You gotta get out there and get it on your own.
Can you talk about the disconnect, like being from Lawton, like between Lawton, Lawton, maybe Tulsa and Oklahoma City, like how our rap scenes don't work together? They're all kind of competing against each other, or what do you
I
think?
feel like I don't know. I like I mean, some people do connect with some of them do connect, but for the most part they don't. It's weird. It's like it's like, but it's like OKC don't fuck with Loudon, and then it's like OKC don't fuck with Tulsa. It's like what I'm saying, but like Tulsa and like Lawton niggas fuck with each other, so it's kind of weird. I can't explain it, but OKC got that OKC and no KC, so I think that might be. I don't know what that, that might be something. I really can't speak for it. But when I was in it, in it doing my thing, that was my goal. Like when I said Oklahoma versus everybody, that was the goal. I was trying to bring everybody together and push. You know what I'm saying?
Can you just, okay, for the people who don't know you, can you just talk about some of your accomplishments in the industry and how you got started and how, like the role you played in Oklahoma City, music industry?
Well, I always wanted to be a promoter. Like I started realizing this like when I was like maybe 15, 16, because I had this childhood friend. We used to be like besties. He used to be doing rapping and stuff. And we were supposed to start like our own little thing called M&M's, but it didn't work. He ended up doing the show one day and it actually did good. And then it was like I moved away. I moved here. And then when I moved here, I ended up meeting PC Vills through a BBW show or whatever photo shoot. And when I did that, he looked at me and was like, you are the star. And when he did that, it was just like, me? He's like, yeah, we ended up linking up and we got the promotion team started and I started, throwing parties and doing little events and stuff. It was hard in the beginning because nobody was really fucking with me because I had to prove, like, my point first. So, like, my first two things, like, flopped for real. But then, like, after that, it was, like, nothing but success after that. But it was, like, I had to do a lot of free things and a lot of, like, supporting others. And, like, I really had to put in that work. And that's when I started doing like the Sunday Fun Day back to school thing. I did a couple of showcases. I dropped a couple of mixtapes. What else? I've brought a couple of local, rappers out. Two times. Mike Fresh.
Three.
I helped with Mo3 with one of my connects in Dallas. So I started, doing things like that. And that's how I really came. I wasn't even supposed to be a promoter. I was supposed to be a hairstylist. So I don't, it was like I came here and my whole life went. You know what I'm saying? So.
Okay, can you talk about your relationship with PT Bells more? Like, how did he? Do you feel like he kind of helped start you in the game, promoting wise? Just how do you feel about that and everything?
I feel like he definitely helped me in the beginning, but I feel like at the time it was just so messy because it was like, I was this new female from Lawton, and I was trying to get on, and they was like, we not having this type shit. And at that time, he was like dealing with all the promotion teams because he was getting ready for his own events and stuff. So, it was kind of hard for me in the beginning. It really, really was. And I always give my credit when it's due. I always thank him for doing that for me or whatever, because a lot of people didn't think I was gonna last past 5 years. You know what I'm saying? They was like, she's not gonna last. Everybody always quits in 3 months. Nah, I ended up doing that shit for 5 years until I decided to leave. You get what I'm saying? So, we don't really talk no more. I haven't talked to him. I really haven't seen him. I don't know what he doing. I told you, like, I really just been chilling. I really just been laid back. I really just ain't been fucking with people for real. You know?
So, having been a promoter for 5 years or longer, what's some of like the shady things or craziest things you've seen happen at shows? Like people keeping the door money or somebody getting beat up? Like,
Really, with the shows that I've done, I've always had people that I trusted at my door. I think one time I had some shicey people, maybe one or twice. You know what I'm saying? But I really wasn't tripping on the money because I was birded anyway. But, you know what I'm saying? It was, I've always had people that I could trust at the door. But yeah, fights do happen if you don't have the right security. You know what I'm saying? Or anything's bound to happen if you don't have the right security. You know, as far as shiesty, I try to stay away from them type of people. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to say it don't happen. It's very possible.
Litta, how do you feel about people saying like it's not safe to go out in OKC anymore? Like you see all these shootings and crazy shit. Like, do you feel like it's always been like that? Like back when we even had like the hood clubs in OKC, it was dangerous back then, or is it more? Or is it the alcohol getting people rowdy? What do you think?
I think people's pride, you know what I'm saying? Like, Oklahoma City is really gangland for real. They like a baby Kelly, so it's always some shit going on at these events. But it's always some type of shit going on. I really say like, you know what I'm saying, the gang shit, man. That gang shit, and then people's pride. Some people don't know how to walk away. It be really on some shit like, what I mean? This nigga ain't fisting show me out type shit. And a lot of niggas don't fight no more. They not fisting take no ill. They not fisting take no ill. They rather shoot you, you know what I'm saying? Trying to look, all tough and shit. And then next thing you know, now you gone to jail. Now you wishing you would never did this shit. You know what I'm saying? I really think it'd be niggas' pride for real. And all that gang shit. I think that's what that is.
Do you feel like there's gatekeepers in OKC? And what are they causing the gatekeeping? Like, is it if you don't sign to me, I'm not going to help you? If you don't do this for me, if you don't date me, or what's the gatekeeping you've seen?
I don't know. I seen like the cliques. You know what I'm saying? When I first came here, it's the cliques. Like you have a couple of cliques, and it's like if you don't, I don't know, cause like I didn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But most people, they give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I created my own lane. You know what I'm saying? When I was here, but for the most part, I feel like it's cliques, and like certain cliques come with certain people, and some people let that shit get to them, but I never did. You know what I'm saying? Everybody always came out and fucked with me. So, I don't know. I do feel like it is, a few cliques and shit, but I don't know if they be gatekeeping. If they do be gatekeeping, I mean, they keeping the wrong people, obviously, because it ain't did nothing yet, so.
Can you talk about that, like creating your own thing? Like, how'd you create the Cashdollz, and what gave you an idea to do that? Was P involved in that somehow? Or?
PT Bills, he helped me. And then I did a promo call, and then I got some promoters, and we started busting our ass. You know what I'm saying? I just created my own lane. Like I said, I put in a lot of free work before I was able to see anything. You know what I'm saying? And build relationships. I built bonds. I supported people for them to support me. I put in a lot of work. When I did that, that's how the Cashdollz even came apart, about, really. Just putting in work, really. Day and night.
Okay, and this goes to my next question about that. What happened to the Cashdollz? Did you fall out with any of them, or?
Nah, I ain't fall out with them bitches. You know, it was hard, like, running a promotional team with females, because it's like it was always something, like either they getting into it or they fucking with each other's niggas, or it would be like stupid shit, like, if I'm not listening to them talk about a nigga, now they can't show up or they can't help promote. You know what I'm saying? Like, we were supposed to be like a sisterhood, but it was more of like a drama hood, and that shit was getting on my nerves. And really, I had been faking this shit for a long time, but I had been like thinking to myself, like, Carmilitta, you got to do this shit without them, because these bitches think you need them. You know what I'm saying? And, they was just, it was really draining dealing with the Cashdollz. It really was. And once I had got sick, remember? When I had got sick and I kind of fell back a little bit from the scene, nobody was fucking with me like that from my team. And when I bounced back and came back and did those shows, that's when they tried to start popping back out. But, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I wasn't really feeling it. And then when my daughter had died, none of them reached out to me. None of them sent no money. None of them did any of that. And that really just showed me, like, who the fuck these bitches really was. So I was like, nah, I'm cool on all of that, So, I don't fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? I am the Cashdollz. Period.
What would you do different about the Cashdollz? Would you just like make it yourself and focus on yourself? That's you.
I really don't want to deal with no more promo teams. I really, 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 really don't. Females is messy. I really don't want to deal with them. So if I do get back in the that type of environment, it's definitely just gonna be me and maybe somebody else. I don't want a team no more. Like, I just don't. That shit's messy, for real.
You just brought this up. Can you talk about your daughter's suicide and how it affected you? R.I.P. Respectfully.
She didn't kill herself.
Right. Talk about like how you think it's a murder or some foul play was involved allegedly.
Well, the reason why people thought it was suicidal, because my sister, she had called me and was like, Rosie just committed suicide. She's at her boyfriend's apartment. They found her dead. She had all the information wrong. So I made a post on Facebook and was like, my daughter just committed suicide and it's my fault. That ain't even what happened. So when the people called me and was like, hey, are you Carmilitta Henderson? We have your daughter in critical condition. She was at a party last night. It was a lot of partying going on. Foul play was going on. Drugs and all this shit was going on. A lot of getting high and stuff. And she's really in critical condition. She has a pulse, but we don't know if she's going to make it. And then I hung up the phone, because they told me they was on their way to Baptist Hospital. I was already almost to Lawton, so I did a U-turn, came back around. The detectives met me up there, and they was like, this was no suicide. This was her having fun, getting high, from all the statements and everything that we got going on, and what everybody's saying, videos we seen prior, the day before, stuff like that. Because she was down there staying with my mom. I was living up here, so that's how that even went about. So a lot of people thought that, but that's not what happened. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for clearing that up.
Mm-hmm.
How did it affect you? And I knew it was very devastating. Because you were on a roll with the music stuff and promotion and stuff, and then this happened. It seemed like, Litta just shut down, kind of.
that shit really fucked with me for real. Like, I couldn't function. Like, I was out of it for a very long time. Like, nobody knew how I felt because a lot of people felt like I gave up on my child, and that's not what it is. People don't understand that I was a single mom for a very long time. A lot of people don't understand I had my first baby when I was 14. My second baby when I was 16. That was her. So they were with me and my mom as I was growing up. So of course they gonna choose to stay with my mom when I leave because my mom, kids is always grandma babies or whatever. But a lot of people, I'm gonna get deeper into that when I write my book. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that's what was going on. And it really just really fucked with me for real. Like, I had to really just step back. I was not there. I was fucked up. I was really, really fucked up. Like, I was sick to my stomach. I felt like I was walking dead. Like, that's really how I felt. I didn't have no energy to do nothing. I didn't want to do nothing. I just wanted to talk about how hurt I was. And I instantly started blocking everybody out. I really didn't want to talk to nobody. I didn't really want to be with nobody. I didn't really want to fool with nobody. I barely picked up the phone. I just really just lost myself for real because that shit really fucked with me. Like, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I could have did a little better or whatever the case may be. And then, like, just the stuff that people was saying about me on social media was really getting to me, too, because they don't even know what really was going on. So it was like, dang, how can y'all sit up here and just listen to one side of the story? Y'all don't even know what's going on,
Or
for
judge
real.
you.
Yeah, so it was really hurt. Like, it was really fucked up, like, for real, because she was only 16. So, you know.
What's a positive saying or something you told yourself to get yourself back up after that? Like, get up, Litta, you gotta, is there anything?
I think it was like maybe like I think it was like around December, and I don't know, I was just crying. Like, I was just crying. And then, like, I had woke up one day and I was like, you know what, bitch? You done crying. This is it. This is over. Like, you gotta get up. You gotta come back. You gotta get back what's yours. Like, you gotta, like, bitch, you gotta step it up a notch. Like, all this shit right here, you gonna have to let this shit go because this shit is not paying the bills. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you in your feelings and not in your bag. And, bitch, you're not getting paid for that. Bitch, you need to get the fuck up. So at that point, I was just like, all right, let's go. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how that even came about. Like, I was done crying because at the end of the day, ain't nobody coming to save you for real. You know what I'm saying? So after I cried for so many months and seen nobody really gave a fuck, nobody comforted me, I sat in my own shit. Like, nobody came to save me. And I realized then, like, fuck this shit. Bitch, you got this. Get the fuck up, bitch. It's time for you to step the fuck up, get the fuck up, bounce back. You know what I'm saying? Stay ready from getting ready and apply pressure on these bitches because these hoes ain't fucking with you. And that's what I had to do, really. Like, seriously. Because nobody was coming to save me, for sure.
How do you feel about, like, the whole city girls movement thing? Like, girls, like, if you want to fuck, guy, you gotta pay me. Fuck these dudes. They better give me your money or give me some bag. Like, has it always been like that between, like, men and women sometimes, you think? Or was it worse in the 90s? Or
I feel like, me personally, I'm all for the 304s, period. Period. I'm all for the 304s. And I'm going to tell you why, because these hoe-ass niggas be playing all these games and shit. And so, shit, nigga, by this time, you need to pay me for my time. Yeah, because these niggas be playing a lot of games and, playing all these motherfucking games. Now I done fell in love with your dumb ass. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, nigga, pay me. What's up? What's good? Like, yeah, I'm all for the movement. Anything with City Girl, Suki, Sexy Red, man, yeah, take these niggas' money. The fuck you mean? Period.
can you just talk about maybe hoeing or selling pussy and stuff? Like, you doing that? Or you had to do it to survive? Or?
I don't really like to incriminate myself, but I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, I did what I had to do. But once again, all that's going to be in the book later. So I ain't really, but like I said, I did what I had to do. And if you know me, you know what time it is. I'm not sitting, laying down, doing nothing for free. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, I hate it for anybody that has to, step down to that level, but shit, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, period. I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? My shit ain't always been good. You know what I'm saying? I have to get to the bag. And when you a young mom, when you 14, 15 with 2, 3 babies, you know what I'm saying, not a strong support system, you can't get a job because everybody motherfucking trying to charge you for a babysitter. They trying to charge you for gas and shit like that. At this point, shit, what else can I do? You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for the movement, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for the big movement because it's just like some people don't even understand what people's circumstances be, why they do what they do, you know what I'm saying? It might be because they didn't have a support system. It might be that, you know what I'm saying, they can't do nothing else. They don't know how to do nothing else, you know what I'm saying? Nobody never thinks about that type of shit, so I'm not going down that. You know what I'm saying? I've been there before. I know what that look like. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You recently went, not recently, but you went viral a minute ago for your little beef with Kyra Badd. And from what I understand, she was like one of your former best friends. Like, what happened? How did that, what's the story behind that and the fallout?
I really don't call it a falling out. You know, bitches be pressed. Bitches don't be really. Bitches be saying they my friend and really don't be my friend. You know what I'm saying? So, I that shit was so whack to me for real. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it was like this is like if y'all know me, I stay 10 steps ahead of the game. So I already knew that was gonna happen eventually, anyways, because of the simple fact that she does this to everybody. You feel me? So I already knew that was coming for me. You know what I'm saying? Because what happened was I was originally supposed to move to Houston. I changed my mind and picked Tennessee because I just started like thinking like, dang, everybody goes to Houston. But at that same time, it was just like me and Shakari wasn't seeing eye to eye, because at that point, my daughter had just died. You know what I'm saying? Like 4 days ahead of before that shit. My daughter had just died, and Shakira was like, she really wasn't being confident. Like, she wasn't comforting me really. It was just like she was hitting me up for stupid shit all the time. And like, and I just, it would be like, it would look like everything was good in the daylight. But then when the nighttime came, I would hit and be crying. And so I just started like pulling myself away from her. When she seen I was pulling myself away or whatever, it was like she started trying to be messy and start, say little slick shit about me on social media or whatever. And, people was telling me, but I wasn't, I was like, I don't care. Fuck that shit. I got other shit going on. And I wasn't replying, for a very long time. And then that last minute, I just like snapped on her ass because it pissed me off. Because it's like, first off, I don't even really, really, really want to take it there with you. You know what I'm saying? Just let me chill. Like, I'm in my mood right now. Like, let me just vibe. You know what I'm saying? But she kept picking, so that's why they seen that side of me, because she had been picking for like a whole week or two. You know what I'm saying? And I just had enough. Like, I just, you know what I'm saying? So that's really what that was, it was weird, just some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? Posting my body parts and shit all on Facebook and shit. That shit was weird. No. She had made a group. But I wasn't even really tripping though, because the shit had made my OnlyFans go up. Like, I had looked at my account that day and it was like $690. And then like out of nowhere that shit went to like $1250. So I was like, okay, like, what the fuck? But I'm not knowing why. I'm at a baby shower and my phone is blowing and everybody's calling me. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? The radio then called me. They like, hey, did you know you going viral right now on social media with your cootie cat? I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? So this shit was crazy. But, shit like, lame bitches do lame shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even fucked up about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing bigger and better things now. I don't give a fuck.
You went like pretty hard on her, like about her stomach and the STD. You went hard.
No, y'all gotta understand, she was talking bad about me first. That's what I'm saying. Like, she had been talking about me for a whole week and I didn't say nothing, because I'm the type of person, like, if I feel like we really friends and we really locked in for real, I'm gonna get mad at you and I'm gonna fall back for a couple of days. And when I feel better, I'm gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? No, she kept picking for a whole week. And then I finally snapped. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I started entertaining her shit. But before then, I wasn't on that. Mind you, I'm still grieving about my daughter. You get what I'm saying? So that's why y'all seen that. That's why y'all seen the beast. Cause it was just she had been picking and then that. You know what I'm saying? So my bad. I didn't mean to do that.
So, would you call her your best friend at one time before that?
After so long, I had started calling her my best friend because I really thought that we was really cool.
And so, I seen this on Facebook. So, your best friend really tried to mess with your son? Like, she thought that was gonna be cool? Like,
I mean, I don't know what the fuck they was doing. I think she was doing it trying to get to me and trying to find a way to stay connected to me. And I think his ass was thinking she really was fucking with him or something. I don't know what it was, but they both seen I was unbothered. Like, I got other things to do. I'm getting ready to move. Like, I just lost my child. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? By this time, like, there's nothing, I done been through so much shit. There's nothing that you can do to hurt me. So it was just like, bitch, you played your own self because now you can't fuck with me no more on no type of level, you know what I'm saying? So it was just like, I didn't even know that was going on. So she wasn't a real bitch from that. She just, that wasn't no real shit to me. Like, I mean, I would have respected her more if she would have came to me like, hey, da 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 da. But it was like she waited till she got mad. So, it is what it is though. We live and we learn.
so do you see yourself ever being friends with her again or forgiving her? Or?
Most definitely not. Um, I can never fuck with no bitch that running social media about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, if you come to me and you start talking to me about some shit and I don't feel like talking about it, try again next week. But when you take that shit to social media, it's a wrap. Social media should never know when we're into it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with bitches like that. So, no, we'll never be cool.
Didn't you do some YouTube videos with her? Like you talk about slacking her packing or smashing pass?
Yeah,
Is that real?
I think we did. I think we did slacking her packing. Yeah, that's what we had did. Uh, that was it real? Yeah, that was real. But I didn't even know the name. She had picked those names out because that was her YouTube channel. That wasn't mine. I just was going in on it. So when I went in, I didn't know anything about none of the names she had picked. You know what I'm saying? If you pay attention to it, I didn't even know half of them people that was on it. I was just basically going off of what they looked like if they was slacking or packing.
I was gonna say, could you talk about the Young Jones thing or?
Oh, oh no. Okay, so I just know he ain't got no. I just know he ain't got no small thing. But I never slept with Young Jones. That's what people was trying to say. They was like, did she mess with Young Jones? Why would she say that? No, I didn't mess with Young Jones, but I know his thing ain't small either. So it was just like, I'm just speaking facts. Are we slacking or packing? Which one? You know what I mean? But no, never.
Can you talk about the last show you did in Oklahoma with GGSL?
Yes, dang. I don't even remember the day. I think it was, I don't know. I forgot what day it was. It's been that long. But, yes, it was really big. It was very, it was huge. It was packed. It was really at capacity. Had I would have known that it was gonna do that many numbers, I would have went and got a different building. It was definitely dope. Everybody showed up and showed out. Everybody looked so good. Um, Only thing I would wish for is I wish I would have had better security, a better building, a different side of town. But it was dope until, some stuff broke out, and then once that broke out, everybody left and we had to put everybody out and shit like that. And two Toms didn't get to perform, nor the two major, local artists here the GGUSM, which is A-Dub and TD. They didn't get to perform, but I brought 2 times back the next day to Club Aces and told anybody that they had a ticket to pull up that they get to see him. You know what I'm saying? So, I thought that was some real shit, because how many promoters do you know book somebody and then a fight break out and then they don't get to see the rapper and bring them back the next day? Motherfuckers don't do shit like that.
So with that bad experience, would you do another show in Oklahoma?
I be thinking about it. But I really been out of the loop for real down here. Like, I haven't really been paying attention to what's going on in Oklahoma. So, like I told you, I just been chilling. I just been laid back and just chilling and putting my plots together and just putting my shit together. So, I mean, I don't know. I would, but then I don't know. Like, I'm really ready to, like, move forward and start connecting in other cities and states or whatever. But like I said, I'm not going to say I just wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Feel like there's shady promoters? What's your opinion on that? Being a promoter, like on the other side of things?
I mean, I definitely feel like there are some shady promoters. Like I said, I never seen them. I hear stories, but I never seen it for myself because I've always did business by myself. I never really included anybody in with me. But I heard stories before, so I do feel that shady promoters exist. I'm just not one of them. You know what I mean?
How do you feel about them charging artists to perform or charging for slots? Like, is that fucked up? Is that messed up? Or, like, what do you think?
No, I feel like that needs to happen because what people don't understand as a promoter, we're paying a DJ, we're paying security, we're paying for the building. You know what I'm saying? We're paying for the lighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that shit costs. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to pay me something. I'm doing this for y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, pay me, my nigga. What's good? Like, why are you playing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you definitely need to pay me.
I heard you was managing John Lockett at one time. What happened with that? How do you feel about John Lockett now?
John Lockett. I haven't talked to John since I left. When I had took on trying to be his manager, my daughter had just died like a week later. And I had kept reaching out to him because what people don't understand is what I love to do. I love this shit. I love this life. I love promoting. I love doing events. I had reached out to him because I was ready to work. You know what I'm saying? I needed to keep my mind busy. And I knew if he would have caught me at that time, we would have went to the top. Because I was constantly on go trying to avoid my thoughts. But I just felt like he wasn't ready. You know, I felt like he was comfortable in Oklahoma. So, you know, we kind of just went our separate ways.
But there's no, like, bad blood? Y'all still
No
cool
bad
and
blood.
stuff?
I still listen to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person when I'm ready to work, I'm ready to work. I don't really like to play, you know. I don't like to procrastinate, nothing like that. I like to work.
Are you happy about the person you are today? Or, like, they say the music industry jades you, like, it makes you not trust people or, like, you know, guard your heart because you've been hurt so many times by artists or people. Like, has it changed you? And has this life changed you in a negative way?
Life changed me. You know what I'm saying? This last year, life changed me. Like, just like, you know, thinking your day ones ain't your day ones. You know what I'm saying? Losing somebody and your day ones ain't there. You reaching out to them because you feel like you dying. Like, you feel like you don't want to live no more. You feel like you ain't got nothing else in you. They not reaching out to you. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, that's just really, really crazy. Like, just, you know, trying to, you know what I'm saying, fuck with people while you going through something and they still trying to play you, like, shit like that. Like, I don't know, like, you know, just nobody really just being there for life, like fucking changed me, like, for real. Just going through everything I went through this whole year and, you know, still trying to stay above water and just seeing how people reacted and how people were falling back and was willing to let me go through that storm by myself. You know what I'm saying? It changed me. But, like, I will say promotions and stuff like that, it taught me a lot. It taught me to always use like certain things for payment. It taught me contracts because motherfuckers will have you signing things and then it don't even be what it's supposed to be, or you'll trust somebody's word and then they told you 500, now they telling you 1,000. You know what I'm saying? It taught me contracts. It taught me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it really just taught me that you can't trust no one. So now I stay ready from getting ready. You know what I mean? So I will say I'm a lot wiser, and I'm different. Like, I'm not, and I'm happy with it because now it's like, now that I'm wiser and I know what people are capable of doing, it's like I can manage me being like fucked over or being hurt or being used or done wrong. You know what I mean? So yeah.
So what would you say is the biggest thing you've learned? Like not to trust people or do it on your own or?
Do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna move faster, you know what I'm saying, than you will. Nobody will get shit done that you want done but you. You know what I'm saying? It just taught me like to trust no one because motherfuckers really don't be having their best interest in you. You know what I'm saying? You really, motherfuckers will sit up and play all day like they fuck with you and really, really don't fuck with you. Type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. But yeah, I learned not to trust no one. You know what I'm saying? I learned to only believe me. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about, some of the newer artists coming out of OKC? Like Gangsta June, let's see.
Gangsta June?
Gang
Gangsta June? I thought he was from Tulsa.
Oklahoma, my bad. Like, how do you feel about the people coming out of Oklahoma that's really putting on for the
He
state?
cool. He's cool, but I don't really listen to him. Trouble, what you say?
Too Fat Trub or something?
Oh, he's from my hometown. I don't really listen to his music either. They say it's good, but like I told you, I've been out of the music scene, so I really don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm still stuck. I still listen to John Lockett. I'm still listening to Uni G. I'm still listening to Brianna Solo. I'm still listening to Kendall. I don't know. I guess it's time for me. That's what I'm doing now. I'm stepping back out, because I ain't been doing it and I've been in my shell. So I don't know who popping right now.
Can you talk about Oklahoma artists sounding like other artists from other places? Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Or do you feel like that holds them back too? Like, try to sound like they're from Cali or Detroit or something?
I think it definitely holds them back because Oklahoma don't have its own identity. They're too busy trying to be like everybody else. Once they find their own identity and push that shit, that's what's gonna work. They too busy trying to be everybody else. So yeah.
Okay, you recently went viral for, that the post about Trap Boy Freddy and your job and stuff, and he actually commented on it. So, like, what was that like? Like, you being such a fan to see him like talking to you and acknowledging you.
I met Trap Boy Freddy multiple times. So, but he's really a humble guy. Like, he's really humble. I used to have like the biggest crush on him. Like, but then, like, I started finding myself like doing crazy shit. Like, I would really be finding myself getting mad if I see him with somebody. Like, bitch, shut the girl, you retarded. You don't even know this nigga like that for real. You know what I'm saying? But after, some thought into it, I was like, you know what? I like him so much that I want to be on his team. Like, I don't even want to fuck with that nigga like that. I just want to be on his team type shit. So, I mean, when he commented back, I felt like he was going to do that anyways because Trap Boy is, like, very humble. He's a humble person. Like, he know where he come from. He's not cocky. He don't take shit to the head. Like, anybody will tell you that about Trap Boy. He's real humble. So I wasn't surprised that he didn't.
Litta, can you talk about how some dudes in the industry trying to like talk to you or hunch on you and you're just trying to get business done? It's like, God, dude, stop thinking with, like your other head, like get on the money and stuff. Like, how do you feel about that when guys come to women in the industry?
I feel like a lot of guys do that. Like, a lot of guys, they don't have what it takes to make it. but they might see a specific light in a woman, and so they'll like try to, get to her, thinking that they can get to the top if she do. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because I've had it happen to me a couple of times to where guys then try to like, I'm trying to do business, they trying to do other things, and it's like, no, motherfucker, I'm trying to do this. So it really pisses me off because we need more women leaders because these men I told myself really if I could get a female photographer, makeup artist, everything, I would because I'm just so tired of that. Like, nobody's thinking about fucking, bro. I'm trying to work. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? That shit be annoying for real. Like, ugh, this shit gets on my nerves. Niggas really be on that shit.
Dude. So, Litta, how'd you get started making wigs and bundles, and how'd you start Bossy Bundles? Like, what gave you the idea and stuff?
I always, like, I was bald-headed growing up. Like, I really ain't had no more that hair like that. I was bald-headed for real. I ain't even gonna lie. And so, like, I've always had a thing for, like, extensions and stuff like that anyway. And then my auntie, my dad's sister, she was selling hair. And she hit me up because she was like, Carmilitta, you be doing parties and doing all this stuff. Have you ever tried to sell hair? And I was just like, no. She's like, you need to try to sell hair. And so I got on the phone with my best friend, not Kyra, but the childhood best friend, Larissa. I'm like, I need to come up with a name for this because I'm fixing to start selling hair and wigs. And she was like, all right. We sat there until we came up with Bossy Bundles. And that's when I took it and I ran with it. And but that's how I even got into that world. It was my daddy's sister. And then I just had like a love for it anyway. So.
What advice would you have for people getting in the industry, Oklahoma, or just the music industry in general? Like maybe like people will act like your friend to try to get deals, but they're really just trying to take advantage of you. Or any advice or things you have
Stay down. Stay focused. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Charge for everything or do a swap. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way you're not going to get the end of the stick. You know what I'm saying? And just stay in your lane. Really, you know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane. You know what I mean? Like, stay out these motherfuckers' way. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers always think you owe them something. You know?
So, can you talk about how you started rapping or what made you want to make music and stuff? Or?
My child friend, Mickey, the one I told you about with the show, that we were supposed to start doing, me and him was supposed to start doing promotion together, but it didn't work that way. He used to be rapping in his room, and he had this little studio, and he would be like, Carmelita, get on the beat, get on the beat. And I remember my first time I rapped, I was like, damn, that shit sound good. You know what I'm saying? But I really just be doing that shit for fun. I really don't want to do that shit for real. I be doing that shit for fun. It's like therapy, just because I know how to do it.
Can you explain maybe how there's people in the city that got the key to the city, but they won't let you in? Or, I mean, I guess that goes back to gatekeeping, but like, what is the key to the city? Like, what?
Shit, I don't know. I don't live here. I don't live here. Like I said, I've always stayed in my lane, so you know what I mean? Like,
going back to the Chicago thing, when she posted you, and you were talking about you got more OnlyFans subscribers, can you talk about how girls were cash apping you $3 to see if like you messed with one of them?
Oh, you know I'm a hustler. I'm gonna make some money. Like, I'm not entertaining shit that don't come with no money. That's the thing about me. Cash rule everything about me. So they was inboxing me like, have she ever messed with my man? Have she ever messed with my man? $3. $3. I'll tell you yes or no. $3. So shit, I was able to run up like 500 just off of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, you gotta have a specific type of mindset to do the type of shit I do. Because I be on a whole nother level with shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not your average bitch, for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm always putting some shit together and figuring out how I can make something out of nothing, you know? So, I had motherfuckers like paying. That shit was crazy.
So, Lita, what do you got working on now? Like, what's your future in the industry? Do you want to start a label or be a A&R, or talk about some of your dreams and stuff?
Right now, I'm just working on my book, or whatever, because that's going to like explain me, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm kind of being discreet a little bit, because I don't want to talk too much and then tell too much and it tell my story. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I'm focusing on my book, just focusing on my mind, body, and soul. I'm planning on working with some photographers out in Tennessee. I'm just to try to link in and do a lot of networking with the artists and TikTokers and stuff out there, and really just get my foot in the door. Showing them what I'm capable of doing, and I want to work on being an AR. And really, I got a project coming up that I'm dropping, but I'm gonna drop it on my birthday. I really don't want to tell y'all the name, just know it's gonna be motivational. So I mean, I got some shit coming. I'm fixing to drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working now. Like, I'm just ready to get back to action. Like, I'm ready to take over. Like, I'm like, dang, I've been down for too long. It's time for me to pop back out. So I'm just working, like busting my ass, really.
So you recently went viral with a photo shoot. What's your tips for people to go viral? Like, what would you give, like, tips, advice for musicians or content creators? What have you noticed that draws people attention?
Silliness, just being yourself, saying dumb shit that motherfuckers wouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? Like, making motherfuckers laugh, realistic things, raw and uncut, That's really what it is. Yep, that's what I would say.
Okay, thank you, Lita. I appreciate you being here and giving us your time. And
You're welcome.
It was
You're
amazing.
welcome. You're welcome.
Can you just tell everybody your socials and how they can follow you and find you online?
Yeah, y'all can follow me on Carmilitta with the Bundles with IG. My Snapchat is Litta Got Bundles. Twitter is @DollPromo. My TikTok is Carmilitta with the Bundles. I'm on Facebook with my business page, Bossy Bundles. So, yeah.
And your website, right?
Yeah, I have a website. It's shesobossy.com.
All right, where you can get the bundles.
Yeah, where you can go on there and you can pretty much look at my website and see what I sell for my hairline. Right now it's being revamped. I'm about to put out new labels, new tags. I'm getting ready to do a hair photo shoot. I'm telling you, I got so much shit fixing to drop. Like, 2024, owes me everything. You know what I'm saying? I've been sitting down way too long, and it's definitely due. Yeah.
Well, we wish you the best, Lita. We're excited to see you get back in the industry because, it's been missing you. There's a hole, left by you not being here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Because you have such a big impact, and, you helped start it and lay the foundation for a lot of stuff, like with the teams and shit now.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. I'm ready to get back to this shit. Like, I really am. I just didn't have the energy. You know what I'm saying? I needed to take a break. I needed time. But now it's like, I'm ready. Let's go. I got this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I feel sorry for any nigga that played with me, any bitch that played with me, anybody that wasn't rocking with me while I was going through this shit. Like, motherfuckers, they fell. They didn't stay solid. They didn't stay down. And I think that's what really motivated me. So it's like, whatever. It's good. It's all good, though. I accept your apology, but I don't fuck with you bitches for real. Like, that's just really what it is. Like,
we got Big Lita in the building. She laid it
not
down.
the little one, baby. Not the little one. Never the little one.
Cashdollz.
Period.
Till next time. See you, Lita.
Oh my God, y'all. This is when you book Cashdollz promotion motherfucking team. Period.
Bobby Revenue.